Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim Down for Living with MS in Tenerife, and if you're watching this live, welcome. If you're watching on catch-up, we go live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at about 5:55, Wednesday's Balcony Banter. Zoom, 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 and here is everybody in all their glories. Tim Dowd on the left, and Christina and Juliane in the middle. And on the right, we've got Cleo O'Flynn. There you go. Cleo's back for a day, and I think you've got less work to do now on a Wednesday, so you might be able to come off more often.
We'll see. I mean, it's just August is slow, but it's unexpectedly busier than I thought it would be.
Okay, cool.
That's very silly answer, isn't it?
So that's a great answer. Thank you. We'll start with you. Actually, what you've been doing? Like we usually say, what did you do in the last week?
Working really
you've
hard.
You've got to say, what have you been doing in the last year?
What have I been doing the last year? Being an absent mother. Sounds like being an absent landlord, doesn't it? I had my kid here for the last 5 weeks, so she's gone, and that's tough. It's tougher than I thought it would be. I've discovered I have a love-hate relationship with this island, which maybe we could talk about another time. And I have been really busy at work and doing a lot of work with RTE, which is, anybody who's Irish will know what that is. So I'm doing more and more reports.
Is that like the BBC for Ireland, is it?
It's the Irish BBC, or the BBC is the British RTE, whichever way you want to look at it.
There we go.
So I've started to do a lot of world report for them, which is like from our correspondent about stuff from Spain, and that takes up a lot of my time, but I love it. And I'm doing a lot of work on a Spanish radio program with Radio Suradeje.
Okay.
So just been busy and looking after myself as well, which is nice.
Yeah, you've had a little problem with your back, haven't you?
It's the same back, new problem. So, just physically I've been a little bit restricted, so I'm trying to swim every day, which, when you live here, is a pretty easy thing to do.
You actually swim in the sea, though, don't you?
As much as I can. I can't today because the red flag's up.
Okay.
I prefer swimming in the sea.
You got to wait till 4 o'clock. They take the red flag down when they leave.
6.
Oh, yes.
But I was caught last week.
Oh, were you?
I was peeped, beep, beep, beeps, and I had to come out.
Oh, dear.
Like it's Science Park.
Except I think it's slightly more dangerous, and the lifeguards aren't as cute.
I've just realised I haven't shaved. I apologise, people, but I'm rough and ready tonight. Let's see what you guys are saying. I haven't even got you up here. I don't even know whether anybody's watching. LWMST live balcony banter. And I've got to watch my own advert. Okay, I'll buy that. What is it? Revolut card. Oh, I'll buy a Revolut card there. I'll have 2, please. There you go. If you want to support the channel, you can go to timothydowd.com and go to the sponsor tab and support the channel there. Thank you so much for everybody who has sponsored, especially Michaela, who sponsors very regularly.
Thank you, Michaela, for the books.
I got us 3 new books today, so thank you so much for that. Okay, so we got 53 people on, which is good for balcony banter early on.
Nice one.
That's really good.
Yep. Welcome,
Jeff
guys.
Daniels, Alan Fraser, it's Craig, Mary Alty, Juliane Nendel, wherever she is, Heather McCarthy, Anne-Marie Elton, Derek Walker, David Longdon, Jeffrey Dunn, Vincent Flanagan. Hi, Vincent. Welcome back. I haven't seen you for a while. Know you've been busy. Thank you so much for all your support there. I like that you have the little yellow discs now. I've been a long-time member of the club. If anybody wants to join Vincent as a member, which pays a very small amount every month to the upkeep of the channel, in the description of this video, go right to the bottom. There is a direct link. If you can't see the join button, which is next to the subscribe button, then you can have a look and see if you can join that. And that's and now you actually get discount on the merchandise. Ooh. If you go at the higher level. If you support us at the higher level, you get a couple of bob off the merchandise. What merchandise, I hear you say?
Merch.
Yes.
The merch. Well, we decided to do a couple of T-shirts, so I bought some, and they're on the way. But I wasn't going to sort of launch it officially until I got one on. But they seem to be taking ages to the island, obviously, because they send them from UPS, and UPS doesn't deliver it. So anyway, apart from that, go to the shopping tab at the channel, or I think it might be under here as well. Cool, dude. So that's Vincent. Haven't been for a while. Looking forward to the evening's gathering. Good. Heather McCarthy, Roger Jennings on, Charlie's on. I'm fine, thanks, Charlie. You coming next week or the week after, I believe? A lot of people are coming September, October. Yeah, here we go. Stephen Marchant's on. Paul Mark, Charlie. Does Cleo live in Tenerife? She lives really far away from me.
Really far away. Really just about 3.5 minutes.
A 3.5 minutes.
At a crawl.
Crawl, yeah. Which is what she'll be doing on the way back because Juliane bought a bottle of wine.
But Clean is working tomorrow, so.
Okay, done trucking. All you cat owners out there, don't do what I did. I mixed the meds up with the cats. Don't ask. Meow.
Looking confused.
They started with the jokes early today. Mark Wilson out drinking at the moment and heading home shortly. Looking forward, Tim, and Christina, as always. Cool dude. Cole's on. What else have we got? Okay, Luis Alzavaz. Buenas tardes, Tim y compañía.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. The Luis is in Santa Cruz, I believe.
Yes.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Muchas gracias para visitarnos.
Sí.
Close enough.
Perfecto.
Close enough.
Suficiente.
I've even got this one, which gives us a little bit more space. There you go. And I've got this one that says thanks for watching, which I'll do right at the end. There you go. What is the topic tonight? Well, Juliane sent me a video last week, and she gives me lots of time to prepare it. Or was it this afternoon at 2 o'clock? It could have been this afternoon.
It was this morning.
I found it this morning, yeah. And actually, we did it worked quite well with that Frame IO, didn't it?
It does.
You know,
Yeah.
She has a video that she has, and what she used to have to do was go and put it in a Dropbox or a Google Drive and then email me or ping me. Then I'd have to go and download it, and then I'd have to go and put it in the correct format for this system, and add a beginning and an end, let's say, and maybe a little bit of music underneath. And then I'd have to upload it back, and then, it was terrible. And then I now have Frame.io, which is an online service. And we're not sponsored by them, but I must say they're very good because it's a professional collaboration tool for filmmakers. And the actual Hollywood actually uses it, and everybody.
Really?
Yeah, it is really used by the professionals, and it's very, very expensive. And so I bought one license, and it was very, very expensive. And I think I've said the story before, but I'll say it again. Then I added Juliane as a seat.
Well, I'm very happy and grateful that I get to share it with you.
Well, we didn't share it because what happened was as soon as I added you and Ian, right?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it tripled. So it came to nearly $1,000.
Ooh.
Right? And so I went, I can't afford that. Right?
You don't have a Dollar Tree?
No, I don't have a Dollar Tree.
Damn.
So what I did is I went and I said to these guys, I wrote to them, I said, look, I wasn't clear about what the modality was. I thought it was, I could have as many people in my team as I wanted for a one-time deal.
I made a mistake.
And I made a mistake. So they said, not to worry, Mr. Dowd.
Ooh.
We'll give you all the money back and we'll cancel the account, and we'll even give you the free account, which is just you. But if you're collaborating, it's a waste of time if it's just you, isn't it, really? You might as well just stick it on your computer. So anyway, that was fun. And then about 2 weeks later, I got a letter straight away saying, how was our service? I said, service was great. Sorry, it was all my fault. And I just didn't realise that I had to pay for every seat. And at the moment, we're not like a Hollywood studio. It's sort of a non-profit thing that we do. And it just ticks over, yeah. So any money that we do get goes into the running of the channel. And I sent them a link to the channel, and then they wrote back to me and they says, we're going to give you a special corporate deal. Oh. And I said, what do you mean a corporate deal? It says, well, you've got like the basic, the free, the basic, the pro, and the super pro package, and then if you want more than that, you got the corporate deal, right? It says, but with the corporate deal, we can give you any price we like. So they ended up charging me $9 a month.
What?
For this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And
well done them.
And they said, and we'll give you 3 seats.
Wow.
As part of, so it's $3 a seat.
It's $3 a seat. Yeah.
I'm so happy to be on one of the seats.
Excellent.
In
Cool,
the first
dude.
row.
But anyway, as I was saying, the way it works, Juliane now just goes on her phone and goes, this is the video I want to send, and just say send to Frame.io. it automatically logs in, uploads, puts all the metadata in, and automatically informs me that she's uploaded one.
Brilliant.
And I get a message as well. I get an email that a new activity is on Frame.io.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. But that was from me, because what I did is I changed the status from none to in progress.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you got it. Yeah?
Ah, okay, good.
And then I had a question about the music. I wasn't sure whether the music was free.
Yeah.
And so I said, shall I change the music? And then she wrote back, no. So it's all this thing. And the best bit of it is, I found out now, I can actually put videos up there that are not really finished. And I can send to anybody in the world for free a link to watch it, and they can comment on it. You know, like
Privately.
Privately. Or they need, or in, yeah, privately.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going public.
Yeah. So basically, the guys who asked me to film their villas, that's what I'm doing now.
Oh, brilliant.
I film the villa, do the first edit, and then I send them the link and say, "What do you think?" And they say, "Oh no, I don't want to see that dustbin in the corner." Yeah. Or,
Get rid of the body of the bed.
Get rid of the body of the bed. Yeah. And then I do it all, and then when it's done, I just delete it out. So it's pretty cool. It's a really good Frame.io. I think if you look in the description, there is an affiliate link. So if you do go for it, I get a bung back, but I'm not sure whether it's in there at the moment. But it doesn't matter. Try it anyway.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is really good. But you won't get my deal unless you're as clever as me.
Which would be hard.
It's hard. Hi, Cleo. Good to see you back on the balcony, says Jack Bell.
Hi, Jack.
Okie dokie. So I'm going backwards now. Evening. Oh, look, Cleo's back, says Mark. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying the sunshine, says Alan Fraser. Welcome back, Cleo, says Heather McCarthy. Lovely to see Cleo again.
Aw. I'm going to
told
blush.
you.
I'm going to blush, guys.
But the thing is, you know, like we're here every week, right?
Exactly.
And, you know, you don't care about us. It's all Cleo now.
They'll be bored with me in about 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Get the Irish one off.
She'll say, she's got an opinion, that girl. She's got an
Would you
opinion.
stop her?
Would you stop
Somebody
her?
come in with a joke.
Right, so the topic tonight, before I was so rudely interrupted by myself, is leadership. So we've been round and we've seen Cleo. We haven't asked Juliane, what have you done in the last week?
Oh. Besides work, more online work, and I did also take some time for myself, doing an online yoga course.
An online yoga course?
Yeah. So that,
Wonderful.
Is that the one where you sit watching it on the TV eating a bag of chips?
No.
That's what my sister does.
No.
She gets Pilates and watches it.
No.
And then wonders why she hasn't lost weight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's a really great course actually, and it really challenges my inner pig dog.
The inner pig dog. You know, for those British people who are boys like me, you'll remember playing war in school when you were a kid, in the 60s and 70s, and that was the thing they used to translate the Schweinehund, yeah? And that's you pig dog.
Pig dog.
Pig dog. But the innere Schweinehund is the little pig dog that sits on your shoulder and
Yes.
goes, go on, have another one.
Go on, eat that cookie.
Eat the
Eat the cookie.
So, Christina, what was your innere Schweinehund telling you today?
To sleep all day.
To sleep all day?
Oh, nice.
She throws me out of bed at 8
well
o'clock.
last night.
You didn't? Was there a big fat lump next to you snoring?
Yeah.
I'll have to have a chat with him.
That's your outer spine.
That's my outer Schweinehund. Yeah. So why is that? It's because I had 4 beers last night, is it?
Probably.
Because I'm trying to slim.
What, you just for then? Was it?
Well, we had some guests and we haven't seen them for 10 years.
How old then?
And they've came. In fact, they chose Tenerife as the destination because of us.
How nice.
So they came over. They're still here actually till Saturday, and they've had a great time with Scion Park. It's a couple with a young daughter, 10 years old, and they've been to Scion Park. They've been up to the Teide. They're going to do some other stuff as well, and I've sent them some links to nice beaches and Alcalá and Playa de San Juan. You know, places where people don't necessarily gravitate to. They've got a car, so
Perfect.
that'll be
But
good,
tell
yeah.
them, probably can't go swimming today.
No.
Because there's red flags up in a lot.
I think that they're Germans, so they probably, if it's a red flag,
they won't even go to the beach.
No, they won't even go to the beach.
They won't even dip their toe in the water.
But they still build sandcastles.
Well, that's one thing I never see here.
Yeah. Even
Germans.
though we got so many
No, I see
Germans.
them, but not
I'm
the
so
sandcastles.
cliche.
That's not our door, is it?
No.
Are we expecting anyone?
No, but some people
No.
complain about the noise.
If we're being cliched, they'd probably be putting their towels down, even if they weren't going to the beach.
Throwing him from the balcony.
That's right.
I've got a. Hang on.
What, people give out about the noise?
Okay, no, that's all right.
It's the news.
Why is that in there now? Man, can I hear it? Oh, there we go. That's not working. Let's turn that off. Something was wrong with this today as well. My mixer is going. It's not because I want a new one.
Okay, who are you calling out to there?
It's not because I want. But if anybody wants to get me a Rodecaster Pro 2, if they got one lying around they're not using, then I'll be much appreciated with that. Anyway, so San Juan was great. Went last week, says 4 candles. On a bus.
On a bus.
On a bus.
Best way, the 473 probably.
473.
Oh, and there was fiestas in San Juan last week, of course.
Yes, yeah.
There was a fiesta at San Juan, so that must have been
But
fun.
no fires on the beach.
There were fireworks.
But fireworks, but no fires. No bonfires.
No, but that's San Juan in June. This was Playa San Juan, Fiestas Locales.
All right. No,
Different.
I know they banned it, but also now there is a ban on fires in
Forest fires.
in
There has
forests,
been for a
and
while.
also driving through forests.
Yeah.
I believe.
And they're also asking people, just in general, if you're living up in a rural area, to kind of make sure that your outside is cleared of old leaves and bits of wood and twigs and branches, because we've seen everywhere now that
That's what
forest
Donald
fires
Trump
start.
says, isn't it? Donald Trump said they should have raked the leaves.
Donald Trump apparently in New York today he didn't say anything. He took the fifth.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh dear.
Yes,
Oh,
he
dear.
took the fifth. But they're asking me just to be extra careful. We've only just put out a fire here. We don't want another one.
Exactly. Or physically, as we say. Why is that? Oh no, it's not plugged in because is my microphone okay today? Because I'm using the same wire as I did.
Yeah.
I tested the wire; it was all right. So it must have been the StreamYard connection last week.
Yeah, probably.
So that's all right. Thumbs up, says Anne Marie. Yep, we got 66 people watching. I'm going to put a thumbs up.
71 I got here.
You got 71, have
Yeah.
you? Okay, I got 20 thumbs up. There's probably more than that as well. Okie dokie. So Christina, apart from the fat lump, what else you been doing?
Yeah, we had a nice night last night. But the Indian was a bit late for me.
Oh yeah, because we had to go down to get it, and it's right next to the pub. So
You tripped, did you?
we tripped into the pub.
You met the pig dog.
He was there all the time.
No, but you were out, weren't you, in the afternoon? We
Yeah.
started at Nebula. That's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of beers and 2 cakes, €42.
It is, but it's kind of. It's funny. A couple of months ago, well, in fact, a couple of weeks ago, I was doing a thing for one of the Irish station. They phoned journalists around Europe to just look at cost of living increases, and I've been asking around restaurants here. And do we name names? We can name names. I was talking to Juliane, the Delphine, and what
Okay.
she told me that they have done is that rather than put up their prices, they've rearranged the menus. So that they have a much greater selection of food at lower prices. So you can have maybe a selection of tapas rather than simply going for a main course, because their overheads have shot up.
Right, right.
You know, like she said, the price of steak has tripled. And they can't just live with that. They have to pass it on in some ways. So I think some restaurants are just upping the price. Others are being more, imaginative with their menus. So well done to the Delphine.
Well done. I mean, my dream would be to open a restaurant if I didn't have to work in it. If I was just
What,
like,
you're just eating it?
yeah, just eating it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be the manager. Yeah. But what I would do is I would just do a dinner and a lunch. So I'd say, come for lunch, and it's a set lunch
Yeah, but for one price.
for one price. And then
It's it'd be like Oasis in
That's
the
it.
main street of
Yeah.
Dache, which is fabulous. They
Which
only serve
makes it
one
easy.
thing.
what's
Yeah.
it called?
Oasis.
Oasis.
Oh, the Oasis. The
Yeah.
Oasis.
Oasis, they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
just
That's the
canary
chicken
and
place.
chicken and
That's right.
and chips or potatoes and salad, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you're not getting overwhelmed with the menu.
No, because once you sit down, you know that's what'll be served to you.
Uno, dos, tres.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The only choice is what am I drinking?
Exactly. Yeah. How many for chicken?
Yeah.
They actually do a non-spicy chicken as well, don't they?
Okay, but they don't do vegetarian chicken.
They don't do vegetarian chicken. Well, they do actually do vegetarian chicken. It's called salad
Yeah. Chips.
chip. That's not vegetarian either because it's done in fat.
But I suppose if it's vegetable oil, it's okay though.
I don't think they're using vegetable oil. I think you're using chicken fat.
Chicken fat.
Chicken fat.
Because they are the best chips.
Anyway, but they
I didn't
they've
understand when
stolen
you said
your
Oasis
idea.
because I call it Oasis.
Oh, sorry.
You see. But I should call it Oasis because that's the Spanish pronunciation, I presume.
Oasis, yeah.
Oasis.
I mean, yeah. I suppose because I've never heard. The only people I know call it Oasis. Oasis. Oasis to me is.
I'll have to call it
Tropical.
Oasis now. Jackie Onassis went to Oasis.
Oh,
She did, and she had chicken because there was nothing else on the menu.
Oh my golly gosh.
That's leadership for you.
Local hero says it's 90 degrees in the shade here in America.
Oh, but what's that in real money?
Oh, sorry, in Yorkshire. Sorry, I thought they were in America because they're using Fahrenheit.
All right, I don't know what that is in.
90 in Fahrenheit is
Hot.
over
Really
30.
hot.
Over 30.
over 30. Well, 98.4 is 34.
Right, so it's 31.
So we've got 31.
Total guess. Stab in the dark here.
Stab in the dark.
I say the answer is hot.
32.222.
Oh, you just done it, have you? 32.222.
222. Divine timing.
Desmond Tutu. What about the wind? I've got my dead cat on, so it should be all right. I've got my Freddie Mercury microphone. Look.
Good boy.
This is a kind of magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't put the thing on, did I? Where am I? Hang on. I'm
Would
here.
you- There you go.
And I go, this is a kind of magic. Oh, because there's no thing on it. How about now? There we go. Pigs in space.
Ooh,
That's only me
the
with the thing.
continuing story.
It's only me with the thing. I don't know why that one didn't work, though. That was amazing. 'Cause
Stop
I'm-
fiddling.
I know.
Stop
I'm
fiddling.
fiddling. I'm fiddling, sorry.
Fiddle, what's that?
Okay,
Isn't
I
it?
wondered why their
Is
chips
that
tasted
Tommy?
so nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Die steigende Preis, so denken ich, liegt auch an dem, dass Hauptsaison ist. Christian Bertrand. Leider, Christian, ist es niedrige Saison. Hauptsaison fängt in November an bis Ende April.
Dezember, end April. Yeah,
Ende
probably.
April, yeah. So this is Billigzeit zurzeit. Cheap, low season. We're in low season at the moment. High season starts in November.
Except for Spanish, I think, because this is when the Spanish people take their holidays.
Exactly.
So
August.
we'll get
Then
a
I
lot of
could be wrong.
peninsulares.
August is really,
Yeah. I mean, you can tell by the pool, it's just
Yeah.
full of children.
Exactly. And our daughter and granddaughter are coming on Monday.
Oh, fabulous.
So we're hoping these crowd are going to be gone by then.
Well, we'll see.
We'll
You
see.
should just don't just reserve a sunbed, reserve like a bit of the pool. You can just
Okay.
kind of, rope
bit-
it off.
the
Say,
bit you
sorry,
pee
that's
in.
our pool.
The
Oh,
bit-
don't,
bit that you
don't,
pee.
please.
I heard some horror stories on one of the forums that the Tigo Town a couple of weeks ago. Out of 10 days, this woman was in the Tigo Town. It was closed 7 days because somebody pooed in it.
And that happens all the time.
That's terrible.
And
I mean,
but it shouldn't be 7 days. It should be immediately.
No, but 7 times. you meant.
seven times out of 10.
It was
Yeah.
cleaned,
It was closed.
reopened, and then closed again.
Yeah.
What they need to do is just flush it then, isn't it?
And I hope it was a child.
Me too. We don't want any men logs coming along.
Okay, no. Okay, let's just stop right now.
Oh, talking about that, what's for dinner?
Mr. Hank.
I'm leaving. I'm not staying.
Oh, we got a nice bit of chili.
Nice bit of chili.
Nice
No,
bit of
I've
chili.
got
I got a really hot curry as well left over from last night.
vindaloo.
I put some potatoes in it. It's just curry sauce, but I put some potatoes in it. But it's too hot for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people wonder why I stayed away for so long.
This is great. I mean, it's balcony banter, yeah?
Yep,
It is
that's
balcony
it.
banter. A lot of people, I met a guy the other day, Mike from Stockport. He came down to see me when I was doing my out and about thing. Have you seen one of my out and
Yes,
abouts?
I have.
So I've got my stick now, just shove it in people's faces when they talk. I thought it was great, I mean, at the beginning I was sort of saying, hello, would you like to look in the camera? No. But if you just point a microphone at them, then they'll just walk straight up and go, hello, my name's Bill and I'm from wherever. But this guy actually saw me on live and then came down from the Solarona to the Los Cristianos beach by
To
the
find
port to say hello.
Oh, nice.
And another guy, Lee T, he did the same. So they were up in one of the hotels at the top there, and they walked down and to say hello. So thank you to you guys. What was I going to say about that? I can't remember what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, and they said that the balcony banter, when it started, it was just me and Chris, obviously, and it wasn't live. We just put stuff up that we were chatting about, weren't we?
Yeah.
And then maybe we'd show a film of us going to Alcalá or whatever. But so the balcony banter has gravitated and moved, and then last year we concentrated on more on the older videos from Juliane, which we're going to show another one today. But it's sort of gravitating now round full circle round where we just sit and chat.
Evolution.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't like coming on and joining in on video. So I've been trying to work out how we can do it that you can just call in.
Okay, like a phone in.
Like a phone in.
Nice one.
The thing is that if I use the channel to phone in, I can't use the same channel to go live with. So unfortunately, this mixer only has one output, and I'm using it for the mix. This you see, but the new one.
Have you noticed that's another hint about
Yeah,
The-
of
the
course,
Rode-
of course.
The Rodecaster Pro 2 has got two USB
What's the name of that
connections.
again?
It's the Rodecaster Pro 2. And
The
it's
logo
got two.
flashes up.
So I can actually connect my phone by Bluetooth to the new one, and you can call me. And but in the meantime, I'm not going to do it.
So it's going to work out that the number is BALCONY.
Ring 1-800 BALC.
ONY for
ONY.
free calls to Tim.
Free call.
With that, and the mixer comes in again.
But actually, you can call in on the video show, right? But don't turn your camera on, and then you come in as just audio. So you can do that actually. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So you go to a. This is what I'm going to talk about. The government of life. That's Gustavo Pedro's full inaugural address, published in English for the first time. He's the president of Colombia, and he's a left-winger, and he's got some really good ideas. Obviously, they'll murder him or something. I don't know, but he's
they'll
hoping,
find him corrupt.
Yeah, no, yeah, or something like that. Or America will say they need freedom, and then.
Probably.
That'll be the
Our
end of
Boris
that.
will
That'll
go
be the
there
end
on
of
his
that, yeah.
holidays.
But he's trying to get together now with all the left wing. There's not many left wing leaders in South America at the moment.
They try. Every country has tried, haven't they?
But basically, it's getting better now. Well, I say better. It's getting together now. So they're trying to create the United States of America.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be South America, but then the United States will have to change their name to be the United States of North America.
Okay.
Or the United States of
USNA.
a third. The United States of a third of North America.
Because Canada is obviously a
Bigger,
country
Yeah. And,
in its own right.
Yeah. So basically, the United States of South America might be a thing. Might be a thing soon.
South American United States. Oh yeah.
But
that-
first
that
of
can
all,
be
he's
worked on.
got to make sure that everybody's got enough to eat, and also he's got to stop the killing. And
Okay. They're big asks.
Like in other words, 70% of the people 10% of the people have got 70% of the value.
Wouldn't it be amazing to think that in 100 years' time, if somebody is doing a similar thing like that, and the discussion will be how to stop people coming in from the North American United States across the border into the South American United States?
You know, with global warming, that's probably a very valid thing here.
Yeah.
You know, if Northern Europe goes into the Ice Age because the flip of the Gulf Stream, then we'll be having refugees coming here from Northern Europe. So that's why we're a lifeboat, aren't we?
It's funny, I was speaking to my dad yesterday very quickly, and He's a philosophical realist, I suppose. And he was saying, like 5 years ago, he would have thought, while he's a very caring, political, deep thinker, he thought climate change, while interesting, really wouldn't affect him personally at all. It was something that would affect his kids and his grandkids. Doesn't think that way anymore.
No.
And he's in his 80s.
All right, yeah. So we got to be careful. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, I was showing you this.
Oh,
So
yeah.
basically what will happen is you go to a browser and you go to timothydowd.com. Now, I know you've all got a shortcut to go to timothydowd.com. So there we go. And once you get onto timothydowd.com, you go up like that. And the first one says send me a message. And the second one says sponsor the channel. And the third one says
Buy me a
join
mixer.
in. And if you press the join in button, it'll take you to the page that tells you all about how to join in. And there's a button halfway down that says join the running show. And if you press that one, it'll take you to the running show to Switcher Studio. And then on Switcher Studio, it'll say enter your name. So you can put any name you like, but I prefer the name, your real name. So I'm going to put Tim. Done. So I just put Tim and continue. I think. Did I press it? Request permissions. Okay, then it'll ask you permissions to use your camera, and you say yes, and your microphone. But when you get to this page here, you turn your camera off. I think. No, the next page you turn your camera off. So it says, do you want to use the front or the back camera, and then the phone for the microphone, and then you go enter the studio. And then on the bottom, it says, well, that's backwards. Waiting for others to join. There you go. And then at the bottom here, there's a little camera. If you press the camera and it goes red, then you can just come in like a phone call. Cool dudes. Now, you can't do it now because I haven't opened the room. So, and I'm not going to open it today. But that's for further. Well, I might open it at the end. But it's not open yet. So, but if you wait there, if I turn the room on, it'll go bling. So,
Like a doorbell.
like a doorbell, yeah.
He's good at sound effects, isn't he? I think that's probably why he got the corporate deal from Hollywood.
Exactly. and when you now see the what's this? I have to plug your camera in because the thing's gone.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, the battery's gone.
The battery's gone. It's not gone, but it's going to go. So I need to just plug it in. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Ian just came on. Hi, Ian. Welcome.
Hey, Ian.
Do you want me to open the room for you?
Yes, open the room if he likes to ring the doorbell.
And Tim will have to do his sound effects again.
Of course.
Ring. What was it, Tim?
Ding dong.
Ring.
Cling-a-ling-a-ling.
We're all auditioning for our Hollywood part as sound effects artists.
That goes in there.
I'm still on.
You're still on?
I can still see myself.
Yeah,
And,
still working.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will open the room now for Mr. Ian. Oh, I'm taking again. Okay. Could I get some blackcurrant juice and water
Sure.
in there, please? Thank you.
Whoa.
All right. So Ian, good to see you. I'm going to host this device, voice mode. I don't need to voice mode, I don't think, and join the room. Thank you, darling.
That was the sound effect.
And I've got to get a fours up here if he's coming in. I've got to add a multi-view. And I go to 4 views, side by side, up and down. Slot assignments, pre-select. And we're going to select A is going to be me. B, oops.
A, B, C, D.
B is going to be Christina. And Juliane. C is going to be Cleo. And D is going to be nobody at the moment because he's not come in yet. Anyway, Ian, if you want to come in, the door is now open.
Ding dong.
Axing calling. Avon. That's what.
Avon.
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 Yeah. Avon, that's what they called the. There was a car made by. Was it Fiat? No.
Je ne sais
Or
pas.
Seat. Anyway, and it was called the. No, it wasn't the Seat. I can't even remember the name of it, but it was called the Nova. And they couldn't sell it in South America because no far means it
Doesn't go.
Doesn't go.
No va.
So they changed it to Avon.
Okay. Yeah. It's like the say Cortina, I suppose. You're driving a curtain, aren't
You're driving a curtain, yeah. The Ford Cortina is the curtain.
you? Yeah.
Right. So who else we got? What's the topic tonight? I'm lost. Well,
Leadership.
the topic is leadership. I've got a thing here, messenger. Isabel. Okay. Somebody looking for a magician in Germany.
Okay, that's a bit far to go.
No, she's asking if I know anybody. I do. Manuela Helfen. Manuela Helfen. So Ian didn't come in yet, but room's open if you want to come in.
Okay.
The topic today is leadership, and we're going to play one of your older videos, right?
Yeah, it was,
not that
I
old.
think, made in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was out in the forest, actually.
'Twas, and I've added some sound effects. So,
Ooh.
and I've not had time to show it to Juliane, but you will hear the sound effects.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, they're Hollywood sound effects. I also use this program called ADD. They also gave me a great deal because I'm such a nice guy. And ADD is Audio Design Desk, and you can actually go and I'll tell you about it later anyway. But add.app, if you want to go and look at it, add.app. Anyway, so you want to set this up, Juliane?
Yeah, so that video is a short video, by the way. It's not very
2 minutes, 2.5.
yeah, not very long. And I created that video because I was doing a course at that time about leadership, and it was about moral leadership. And I related it to the work I'm doing, and found that it has to do a lot with inner leadership. So in the video, there will be raised quite in the beginning a few questions, and I'd be happy to see some of your answers in the chat. So watch out for the questions. You can read them, and I will also ask them in ASMR.
In ASMR. I hope I haven't ruined it by having the drone over your voice.
Oh my God.
Anyway, ladies and jelly spoons, you're watching Balcony Banter.
Why is practicing moral leadership meaningful to you? Look around your community, country, and world. What challenges do you see? Focus on one. What would you like to see instead? To me personally, moral leadership is strongly tied to own inner leadership and how I carry out my self-control, how I manage to practice and return to inner peace in unwanted situations. The challenge I see is that it is still too few people recognizing the benefits of practicing this belief in their own lives. Too many people still unaware of the damage they're causing themselves in their lives. However, the better we get, the more we connect and can listen with an open heart and mind to those trying desperately, to the misunderstood, to those in pain.
Yep.
And we're back in the room, Juliane.
Yes. It's a bit. It was very low.
It was too low.
No. Well, it was very low, relaxing actually.
Okay.
I haven't listened to it for a while. So yes, we have Lifetime Slimness saying, "Leader, one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." John Maxwell. Very good. Yes. Would you apply that only to say governmental leadership, or also like I was implying in the video, inner leadership, your own leadership? I ask everyone.
In an ideal world, the two should be going together, shouldn't they? I mean,
Yeah.
in an ideal world, no one should be presenting themselves as a leader of people without knowing that they can lead themselves.
Yeah.
Surely.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, we don't live in an ideal world.
Yeah.
So,
And and how do you see that for your own self leadership?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's something on a personal level. It's something that I think you grow into.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's something you're born with.
Yeah.
And I think you need to be able to adapt and flexible in an inside with your Schwein, your inner Schweinhund as well.
Yeah.
You do need to be flexible the whole time. I mean, you need to lead from within.
Mm-hmm.
Even when people outside you are telling you that what you're doing might be wrong, that you're making
Yeah.
the wrong decision. I remember thinking, say, on a personal level, sending my kid to live abroad when she was 16.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people thought that was wrong, but it felt that it was the decision for me as the leader of our family unit to take.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was the right thing to
And
do.
of course, personally, you even like I can imagine as a mother, you also have sentimental feelings
Huge.
attached to it. And,
Enormous.
But you know, it's maybe for a better future, for her better future, for more opportunity that you let go and
Yeah.
don't take ownership.
Except I know I haven't let go.
Well,
But no, I know what you mean. I mean, it's like that, you know, I don't know, growing up every now and then, whether it was, should I go out with this guy who's asked me out on a date or not? You know, when you actually say, yes, I am going out with this guy, you actually know in your heart it's the right answer or the wrong answer. If I hadn't let her go, I know it would have been the wrong answer.
yeah,
So even though it was really tough to actually buy the tickets
yeah,
and help her with her auditions to get her place abroad, it was the right thing to do
Yeah.
for both of us.
yeah.
And
you
that's
didn't-
leadership, I think.
And you know she will be coming back because
She keeps coming back.
exactly. So
No, but the problem is every time she comes back, she leaves again.
yeah,
And she wants to leave each time. That's what's happened this time, is she wanted to leave. But that's her finding her inner leadership.
yeah, exactly.
But she promised to come over and to visit her favourite magician.
She did. She ran out of time.
I know.
She ran out of time. And it's a learning curve for everybody. But I mean, I know we're kind of straying from leadership, but I was quite amazed this time round to see her a year on. And you see, people say, oh, they've grown up so much, or, you know, she's matured a lot. I see it in the smallest of things, but one of them was her absolute determination that when she wanted to go back to the UK and why, and her reasons were very valid and presented to me in a cognizant, in a very kind of coherent way.
Yeah,
at 17, and I went, okay, you're leading.
You just said we are drifting away from the topic. I wouldn't say that at all.
I don't mean to. That's what I mean.
No, absolutely not. In my own personal opinion, leadership starts in your own house.
Yeah.
And your own house not only starts in your four walls. It starts in your own body. How you treat yourself and how you treat others. What kind of mindset shift or heart set shift you can make when things are getting challenging. What kind of words you choose to use with your family or with friends when things are not going smoothly. And then this ripples out into what I was saying in the video, community. How can somebody who's not really fulfilled and happy in their own skin, in their own home, be a good support in community or leading in somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
So that's I think the point is totally valid.
Well, good, thank you.
And it's
We have a couple of
parental.
I didn't want to distract.
Parental leadership.
Yeah, because it's a learning curve. No one teaches you to be a parent.
No.
And Linda Tyler saying is that if everyone tries to be the best they can, no one can ask for more.
Yeah.
Deborah
point,
saying
Linda.
your soul is your leadership.
Yeah, very good. I love that.
Linda's agreeing with you, Cleo, that time, and Trisha's agreeing with Linda. There you go. Heather McCarthy saying some people are born leaders. They can, in a lot of cases, take control. Is leadership and control synonymous? Do they go hand in hand?
Again, it's definitions, isn't it?
I would say in old ways, yes, it has a lot to do with control, but there's a shift going on where we are looking much more into inner leadership than looking for the answers outside.
Yeah, but I mean, think people like Gandhi or Mother Teresa, they were born leaders, but they didn't take control. Maybe they took the control of the situation, but they didn't start controlling other people, I don't think.
Yeah.
There could be an argument on that. I mean, Gandhi's movement controlled millions of people, and Mother Teresa's movement controlled millions and hundreds and thousands of people to follow a particular path, which a lot of people have a lot of problems with in both cases. Look at somebody like Putin. He's a leader and he's in control. I don't know we're back to definitions of leadership as well. I think to be a true leader, you should inspire rather than scare.
Yeah. But then if you're inspiring, you're not in control. Well, I suppose you are controlling to a certain degree, but I think as a leadership...
Maybe it's about not abusing that innate power of leadership that you have. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you just hit the nail on the head there. There is an innate power of leadership because certain people are easy to follow.
Yes, they are. That's very
Even
true.
if they don't want to be followed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just look at the life of Brian.
Yeah.
You know? Go away.
I remember I was probably 18 or 19 or 20, and Daniel Ortega, who was from Salvador, came to speak in Dublin, and I went to see him speak, and I didn't have a word of Spanish.
Okay.
And I was in awe. I was mesmerized by this man because of the way he spoke, and I didn't understand a word he said.
Oh, wow.
But he had something, and I would have followed him out of that room. I don't know how far I would have gone behind him, but he had a Dublin crowd in the palm of his hand. There was somebody translating on a corner, but it was him that we were focused on. And he turned out to be not the nicest person in the world, but in that moment, he was just almost spiritual in his, I don't know, it's charisma, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, charisma.
That is another word that we can use, charisma. I just noticed Ian came in the room, but he hasn't turned his camera on. So either he's not ready yet, or it isn't Ian.
He has to set the teddies up.
Ooh, it isn't Ian.
And David Butler says leadership is more about vision than knowledge, and more about charisma than being a workaholic, and more about inspiration than micromanagement. That's a very good word, David. I really like that one. I think this is what scares a lot of people off, also in companies as well. This micromanaging, this on top, and
But the problem with that
control.
is that they don't understand the difference between leadership and management.
Yeah.
Which is another whole
Management,
concept.
middle management, that is a specific tool that corporations use, all right, to demark certain things and to group certain people and resources. Whereas now the people are the resources. But leadership can be from outside, inside, temporary, or complete. So, yeah. Ian is on. Your microphone is now unmuted, Ian. So, do you want me to bring you on? Okay,
Hi,
here we go.
Ian.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Ian.
And here we go.
Oh, thanks for coming up.
Long time no
Any
see, my
problem.
friend.
Any problem.
Oh, so lovely to hear your voice.
Oh, I love it.
Dundee's loving it.
Last week he says, I'm taking a break. You won't be seeing me for a bit.
Yeah.
Can't
You
be a
can't
fine
keep it
thing.
away. You can't keep
I-
it away. I'm
yeah.
so pleased to see you, my friend.
Oh, I'm
I'm
really glad that your inner pig dog was kicked off the shoulder.
I'm only here for one reason.
Yes.
I am here to say thank you to the viewers for all their comments, including the comments that they made on their email as well. So thank you guys. I already put it in the chat, but I just thought I would come on and say thank you. So, how's it going out there?
We replaced you immediately.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
She's back.
That's all right, Cleo. Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
popping in, Ian. I wouldn't dare try and take your seat.
Yeah, you're welcome to it anytime you want.
I think there's room for both of us.
But yeah, there is no problem. You're from this side of the water anyway, so never
Yeah,
mind.
the Celtic blood runs thick.
That's it.
In
Let's
fact,
keep
it even looks better with 4 squares on the screen.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought of that.
More bantery.
Yeah.
More bantery, yeah. So I'm on the top left. You're on the bottom left. So if you look up. Hi, Cleo.
Aye.
And then you're on top of Ian. So, Ian, if you look up, you can look up the skirt of Christina. There you go. That didn't go out. That wasn't right,
No,
was it?
no,
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 it
that
wasn't.
wasn't. That wasn't good leadership,
It
Tim.
wasn't good leadership.
I was going to comment on that, but I decided not to.
Well done, Ian.
I always thought I was a born leader until I turned around and there was nobody behind me.
Yeah.
This way, folks.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not him. Some cases, people are born leaders. They can take control. We did that one. Leader adapts to changing circumstances. Good, yeah. The quality of your leadership depends on the quality of your personal resourcefulness, says Lifetime Slimness. And Anne's saying, think leaders should show the way and listen to those they lead without being over-controlling. That's my problem. I never listen to anybody.
The listening part, I like that.
I don't even listen to
really
myself.
like that.
I don't even know what I'm saying most of the time.
We said nothing.
You notice
7,
we're all
nearly
agreeing.
time flies. Oh, yeah, we're nearly done. The hour's nearly up.
But isn't there a split, though, between... I mean, we're talking in the main about the ideals of leadership rather than the realities of those who currently lead. And that's the problem. I mean, leading at a global level. And I mean, I really wish that the people who decided we're back to going into politics, that the people who had taken decisions to lead certain big countries were more aware of the need for charisma, for listening. For listening is so important, for not micromanaging or
Yeah.
complete dictatorship.
But I found that a lot of people, especially in companies or in countries, is if you have charisma, then you have a vision. And if you can sell the vision in short, very succinct packages and give people a hook to hook onto, then you're more chance of leading it. I mean, I really like Jeremy Corbyn, you know, and all because he's been a pariah for years for all the stuff he's done, but his message has never changed.
Yeah.
Don't start the killing. All wars end in negotiation. So start the negotiation before you pick up a gun.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, there's been a huge controversy in Ireland. I don't know if you've seen it, because the president's wife wrote a letter to one of the newspapers, more or less just calling on all sides to negotiate. And briefly, the controversy is because she didn't outrightly condemn one side over another. I'm talking about the Ukraine conflict. And she meant to I think she thought it was implicit, but there was this sense of how can you call for negotiation without first condemning those who started the war, or giving them the same kind of equal platform. But I take what you're saying. At the end of the day, it has to come down to negotiation, like with the IRA in Northern Ireland, or like with the Basque separatists, ETA here. At the end of the day, they had to talk.
Yeah, and Jeremy's always said, you know, if I think he's got all the right stuff, and he had charisma when he was the leader of the Labour Party and coming up to but then the press just killed him, you know, with other stuff and that. So to be a leader, you not only have to have charisma, but you have to be able to put that into little sound bites in this day and age.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, we have the attention span of a gnat these days.
Which is why Dominic Cummings did so well,
Yeah.
for the amount of time he was able to hang on.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, David Butler's Leadership, More About Vision. We did that one. Micromanagement. Luke Otter, personal leadership to me starts with taking responsibility for one's own life situation, the good, the bad, and only when we accept a position of personal empowerment can we lead.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Hair bears on, a boss instructs people, a leader inspires and empowers people.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
And Tenerife on TV, I don't quite get this, but it says GTA 6 is in Tenerife. No?
No.
Okay. Sorry, Tenerife on TV. We don't know what GTA 6 is. Get to 6? Go to 6.
Gate 6.
Gate 6.
We've got to look it up, don't we?
I'm way behind on the things, unfortunately. Michael's on. Not a Michael. Edinburgh Honest Guide.
Hello,
Hey there,
hello.
hello, Ian. I was in Forfar and Freukheim on Friday. Is it called Freukheim?
I don't even know where the chart is. Freakum, is it?
Freakum.
It must be Freakum.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, okay.
By the way.
Could have
Just thought I'd
figured
throw
that.
that in there.
Is that a film or is it?
I think it's
No.
the sixth in a series of incredibly deep and meaningful films about leadership.
No, wasn't that the Fast and the Furious?
I don't.
Yeah, the
know.
Fast and the Furious.
Is it not the same
Yeah,
thing?
the
No.
Fast and the Furious was with the new
With
the
the
Autobahn,
motorway
yeah.
before it opened.
Before it opened, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Grand Theft Auto 6
Grand
is
Theft.
a
It's a game.
A game,
Yeah.
Okay, see, it
game.
shows how much I know.
So I prepared for Los Angeles on that.
Well, GTA 6 might
Well,
be
you
here,
used
maybe.
Grand Theft Auto to learn how to drive in the States.
And it's really amazing how exact it is. Huh?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, I've been there before.
I was not running over people on the pavement. so-
no,
okay.
no.
Richard Walton said, a couple of times during my career when I got good at something, I got promoted to leadership, which I did not want and had to work very hard at it. Thankfully, it worked out. Exactly.
That's interesting, yeah.
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 It's a game, Tim. Okay. So is it in Tenerife?
No, it's an Xbox game.
Exactly.
Okay, so Tenerife on TV is saying Grand Theft Auto 6 is in Tenerife.
Maybe they're
Thank you.
filming some of it here, maybe, because they'd have to film bits of it, don't they?
I suppose
Who
it
knows?
might-
Okay,
it's all all
I'm way out of my
CGI.
league here.
Yeah.
Right. We're nearly done, actually. We've got 4 minutes to go before 7 o'clock. I would just want to read one short excerpt of the... oh, I've missed it now. What have I done?
Your Colombian president.
Colombian president. There we go. The government of life. Gustavo Petro's full inaugural address. I won't bore you with all the details, but there was a portion in it that I quite like. He starts off by thanking his family and everything. Then he says, many times in our history, we Colombians have been condemned to the impossible, to the lack of opportunities, to a resounding no. I want to tell all Colombians who are listening to me in the Plaza Bolivar and the surrounding areas throughout Colombia and abroad that our second chance begins today. We've earned it. You've earned it. Your efforts was and will be worth it. It's time for change. Our future's not already written. We hold the pen and we can write it together in peace and unity. Today, a Colombia of possibilities begins. So he's a very positive note. And he's also saying, I think he's just saying that the people are doing this, you know. So I quite like about that. We must end once and for all the 6 decades of violence. Next paragraph is a society as a whole that must initiate a dialogue about how we might stop killing each other and how to advance. In the binding regional dialogues, we call on all unarmed people to find the paths to coexistence within their territories, no matter what conflicts there may be. Our task is to express them in words, to find solutions through reason. I propose more democracy, more participation, and put an end to the violence. But we also call on all armed groups to lay down the arms in the shroud of the past, to accept legal benefits in exchange for peace, in exchange for a definitive halt to the violence, and to work as owners of a prosperous but legal economy that will put an end to the underdevelopment of the regions. I thought that was fantastic.
It's very much what we were talking about, wasn't it? That at the end of the day, you have to talk.
Yeah.
And it's a really tough decision to make, to be that leader who talks to victims' families and says, I know these people killed your husband, wife, brother, but we need to talk to them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Talking and keeping the conversation alive, even in uncomfortable conversations.
Exactly.
And he's going further now because he is the leader of Colombia, but obviously we live in a world where we rub shoulders, right?
Sure.
For peace to be possible in Colombia, we need dialogue, a lot of dialogue. We need to understand each other, to look for common ways forward, to produce changes, of course. Peace is possible if we change. The policy on drugs, for example, must be seen as a war for a strong preventative policy for drug consumption in developed societies. It's time for a new international convention that accepts that the war on drugs has failed, and failed resoundingly, and that it has led to the murder of 1 million Latin Americans, the majority of them Colombian, over the past 40 years, and caused 70,000 Americans to die of drug overdoses every year. That's the war on drugs has strengthened the mafia and weakened the government. So I think he's going to go the right way. I'm not going to read any more of it. If you want to see it, it's out on Progressive International, and I'll put a link. I'll put a link in the description when we're finished.
I mean,
Or just look up the inaugural address. Or better still, join DM25, which is a pan-European movement. It's a pan-European movement, but it's a worldwide movement also to have democracy in Europe by whenever we are.
2025.
Yeah, 2025. There you go. That's what it's called. DM25.
I mean, you hope and you listen and you hope, and then the cynic in you says, I've heard other people say this before and they won't last. But then, even if he doesn't achieve what he wants, there will be somebody else inspired by his words who will come after him, and she or he mightn't. But every little inch, every now and then, something changes. We're not living in a very happy place right now, are we? No. So we have to hope that somebody will listen.
And in the meantime, being inspired by such words, it's also important to actually do your inner work.
Yep.
Because what good is it for anybody if the community or people get outraged and angry about how things are going? And yes, it's obviously hard situation, challenging times for many, but it doesn't do any good. for a better future outcome that we all are looking for. So
True.
There's just been a comment from more people die from junk food overdose than drugs. Make drugs legal and stop the killing on both ends. I think that Colombia would love to be able to have enough food to overdose on food.
And I mean, again, it's a circular problem, isn't it?
Well, the first people ever to grow corn in the world was Colombia.
There you go.
Right? So therefore, they need to go back to growing corn and not growing poppies. Right? And so I think what they're trying to do is, I think they would wish that they can get as decadent as the people who can afford junk food.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately
From
they
selling
can't.
the drugs that are produced. In
Exactly.
Good luck.
But obviously you do, I mean, you can always have the argument that, you know, more people die of smoking than this or
Bus crashes.
or yeah, whatever. But I think you need to pick your wars or pick the things you want to change. Because if you want to be an anathema, is that the word? If you want to be everything to everybody, then you end up failing at everything, you know?
everybody's darling, everybody's Deb.
Talking about that, one thing I heard the other day, Jack of all trades, master of none. Everybody knows that saying, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what the next two lines are?
No.
I found this out the other day. It's Jack of all trades, master of none. Better to be better. Oh,
It's gone.
it's gone.
No.
Does Ian, do you
Ian,
have
do you
it?
have it?
No, I don't have it. It's usually the jack of all trades and master of none, and it's usually left at that. But no, you're right, Tim. There is an ending to it. Yeah.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
But oftentimes better than a master of one.
Exactly. But oftentimes better as a master of one. So I'm great at flagpole painting, but I can't get a job.
There you go.
Exactly.
But you could be a barber.
Ladles and jelly spoons. Ian, thank you for coming on.
Yes.
Is there anything that you want to say right near the end before we go around the table?
No,
Or do you want to be the last again?
Oh, I like being last. I'm usually last.
Usually.
I'm usually at the tail end anyway.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed the banter today. It was slightly different today, I think, because we left it open, and I think we're going to do that again. Also, if you've got any ideas that you want to bring up, then you can email me at timothydowd.com, or just come on willy-nilly and banter. So we can talk about anything that comes up. No, don't say that joke, Tim. Okay.
If anybody wants, my email address is still open.
Okay. Cool. I'm not sure whether
No.
I might have taken you out, not to disturb you too much.
Taking Ian out. That doesn't sound very good.
It was the last time I looked, but that was last week. It must have been there last week because I got emails in.
Okay. Cool. I think I might. I didn't want you to be flooded with emails, and then you say I'm not working for them guys anymore because they didn't pay me.
No.
Tim, I heard a statement today. Parents have the choice to feed their children, but have not the finance to do. Yeah, that's I'm glad you said that, because if you listen to conservative or right-wing politicians, they always say more people have access to the best health care now than ever before, right? But I also have access to Lamborghinis.
You can't afford
I
them.
just can't afford one.
Can't afford that.
Access is a very open word. Ha ha ha.
Just kidding.
Oh, I tell you, what he's saying is 4 apples are £1.40 and 4 donuts are 60 pence.
Well, that's
That's going back to the junk food
Yeah,
thing, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. just very quickly, one of the things I'm loving about the Central Park in Adeje, which is, in the middle, it's near the School of Music. They've been growing food for about 3 years, and every month now they're giving about 50 kilos to family in need, freshly grown, free produce. And it's a little thing, but I think that's the way we go. That's
Can we visit that place yet?
not yet, September.
Not yet. Okay.
I'll let you all know.
Okay,
I went on a private visit and I was fascinated. The guy who designed it actually spent about 30 years in South America looking at how cyclical forests evolve. And that's what this is.
Oh, great.
Oh, and another thing I've got to do, well, you just reminded me there, I read out one of Adeje Communications articles about Casafuerte.
Okay.
And somebody contacted me and says, you're all wrong. It's still open.
It is still open.
Yeah.
I am going to say, I think you should talk to, I'll talk to her, the woman who came from London, lived there for 30 years and who has a family, her mum still lives in part of Casafuerte, is a fabulous woman.
Yeah.
And I think she might be very interesting to talk to.
Okay.
We can talk about that off air.
Yeah. And not only that, but we also want to reach out to Colin that we met on the street the other day. I've contacted you. I love your blog, and I'd like to be able to feature it as well on the channel. So just the odd, if you could ghostwrite for me, that would be great. I've even asked Janet Anscombe to start ghostwriting for me.
She's tired.
She
Leave her
is
alone.
tired.
Give her a break.
I'll leave her alone.
I protect her. I'm her protector.
Janet, if you're watching, don't listen to Cleo.
She always listens to me.
Right, so let's go around the table. So, Christina, how was your evening? You were pretty quiet today.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because after yesterday, I have a bit of a headache.
Oh, she got drunk yesterday with a nada coladas.
Now with red wine.
Talking about red wine, we haven't opened it.
No. Calm down, eh?
Calm down.
As Michael Gove said, calm down.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. Do it again.
Just give me one glass to drink and that's it.
I've got a big glass in the kitchen.
make sure it's big, Christy.
There's a Christina's wine glass. There we go. Okay, so what you're looking forward to next week?
My daughter's coming for visit.
Is she going to be on Balcony Banter next week?
I don't know.
I think she will.
Yay! And maybe Malika wants to say something as
She
well.
will definitely cry her eyes out and go running away.
And then come back.
Then come back.
Exactly.
We'll see. So, but there might be lots of doubts. Actually, she's not a doubt anymore, is she?
Do you have a doubt?
Oh, there is no doubt about it.
No doubt
There are a
about
lot of doubts on fire next week.
No doubt
This is
about it.
doubtful.
Once a doubt, always a doubt. I would think you don't change who you are, Tim.
it. You don't change it, no. You don't change it. Christina Lee, so you're looking forward to your daughter coming?
Yep.
Our daughter.
Our daughter and our granddaughter.
Granddad daughter. There you go. That's me. I'm
And
granddad.
our granddaughter.
Cool dude.
And I'm sure she will keep us busy.
I'm sure too.
But first you go up to her room.
There's the leadership in Christina coming out.
Good woman.
Yeah.
The micromanaging.
No, she doesn't
Macromanaging.
micromanage. She just says get it done.
Macromanaging.
And I tell her I will do it. If I say I'm going to do it, you don't have to remind me every 6 months. Juliane, beaming in the corner there.
I just want to say, with all that leadership talk, I think just keep your hearts open and your minds, and that's it. Yeah.
Open heart surgery and open mind surgery. There you go. Cleo.
I suppose positivity is what's important. It's hard at the moment, I think, for a lot of people. A lot of our people watching us are probably in the UK, and because the kids there, I keep an eye on what's going on. It would be hard to be positive at the moment, I think. Yeah. But I think what Juliane shows us with her videos is that you have to stay positive, lead from within, and hopefully that there is a way out, even if the donuts are 60p and the pound of apples are 140. You'll get there.
Yeah, I'd still take the donut.
Yeah, that's the difference between us. I'd make apple pie.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. And for me, I'm looking forward to my daughter coming, our daughter, as we say. And we're going to be going around and testing restaurants for September because it's her 30th birthday and she's coming back with the whole family.
Oh, fabulous.
And my brother's coming and my sister's coming and my brother's wife's coming and my sister's husband's
That's
coming.
a lot of jazz.
And then we're going to have Stephanie and Kasim and Malika and Christina and we're all going to go to a nice little guachinchi, is it called, maybe?
Yeah.
Cool. Who's driving?
So we're going to get a taxi.
Good.
We're going to go a lot. I think there's a it's not a guachinchi, but it's a local restaurant, Ganya,
Yeah.
up in Los Menores, I think.
Ganya.
That sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And we'll see. There's no outside space though, is there? So.
Don't know.
Or the adventure, what's it called with the cesspit?
Xanadu,
No, but in that area, what is it called?
I don't know.
Los Menores,
El Cordero.
El Cordero.
That would be some experience to
Yeah, the El
sit
Cordero. That's in a banana plantation.
Yeah.
in a banana plantation.
We've been there before, haven't we, Chris?
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually did
It's a
a
bit
vlog
further
from
down.
there.
who would have that in Germany?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, the banana
There you
plantation.
go. Bit
Yeah.
of meat in your banana.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. You
Like,
can
put
take
a bit of meat
banana.
in your banana.
I'm just saying. Come on.
Banana.
Pack that in to get some
No,
meat
get
in
some
that
meat in your
banana.
And as word of the day,
Is banana.
Mr. Ian Miller, word of the day.
Thanks, folks. Thanks for having me on this short time. Yeah, you're right, Cleo. You have to be positive. And if you're positive, you can always breed positivity in your team. And that helps you to be a leader. Finish off with the best things in life are free. Hugs, smiles, friends and family, love, laughter, and good memories. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. Thank you, folks.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Ian. That
you,
was lovely.
Ian. You've been watching Balcony Banter. Okay, ladies and jelly spoons, this is Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching today. Don't forget, we go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:55. Wednesday's Balcony Banter. Monday and Friday at the moment are going out and about on the streets. And I'm hoping to go walking. I didn't go walking today because Christina had yesterday because Christina had her hair cut. And I didn't go walking today because she had a glass of wine and I had glasses of wine. So I was feeling rough. But I'm planning to go for a walk tomorrow because I've got to get money for the water guy. So I'll bring us all back on. We're all here to say tra. And next week's topic is open. We will find out what to do. I might even show one of the old videos. So if you want to go and have a look through the old catalogue of videos on the channel, just go to the Living with MS in Tenerife channel, go to videos and then sort oldest first and have a look at some of the old ones. They've only got like 30 views or 200 views or something like that, and pick one you like and then we'll discuss it. So thanks guys for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
Ian
you.
for popping in,
You're welcome.
and we'll see you guys on the next one. This is Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife, together with Ian and Christina and Juliane and Cleo. Thank you for coming. Signing off. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, now.